Good morning, students. This is the first class of your economics, in which we'll be dealing with the chapter Basic Concepts of Economics, and this is the first video of this chapter. In this chapter, Basic Concepts of Economics, we will be dealing with the basic definitions that are required from time to time in the subject matter of economics. So, we move on to the first definition, human wants. Okay, what do you mean by a want? A want is an effective desire for a particular thing which can be satisfied by making an effort to acquire it. So, what is a want? Want is an effective desire. Desire means a wish to have something, but a desire will become want when you are ready to make an effort to acquire that particular thing. Okay, so desire is just a wish to have something, but it will become want when you are going to make an effort to actually do something to get that commodity. For example, I may have a desire to buy a car. Okay, I may desire at the time I want to have a car, but it will only become my want when I'm ready to earn money so that I'm able to buy a car. So the basic difference between desire and want is that desire is just a wish to have something, and it will only become want when we are ready to make some effort. So here in this example, when a person is having a desire to buy a car, it's just a wish, but it too will become want when he is ready to make an effort to earn money, to start working, to have a job so that he will have money to buy the car. I hope so it is. Coming to the classification of human wants, there are two kind of human wants, primary wants and secondary wants. Primary wants are the basic necessities of life, the basic necessities of food, clothing, shelter is the primary wants, and the secondary wants are further classified into comforts and luxuries. Now we'll be doing this in detail. Primary wants. Primary wants are the wants necessary for existence of human life and maintenance of normal efficiency. So what are the three basic things we require? Food, clothing and shelter, home. But what is the fourth thing that is required? That is data pack and mobile phone. We will not be able to live without these also in today's world. Okay, so wants necessary for existence of human life. These three things are necessary for existence of human life. And what do you mean by maintenance of normal efficiency? If you are not eating food, you won't be able to study or do any work. So, food is important for maintaining the normal efficiency of life. So, these are what are called the primary wants. These are necessary for existence of human life: food, clothing and shelter. Moving on to the secondary wants, these wants arise only after the primary wants are satisfied. So once your basic necessities of life, the basic three things are satisfied, then you think about your comfort and luxury. So these wants arise only after the primary wants are satisfied. There are two categories: wants for comforts and wants for luxuries. So anything that is giving you a source of comfort and happiness is a want for comfort, like refrigerator in the kitchen, for getting cold water, right? Music system in your house to enjoy the music if you are a music enthusiast. Want for luxuries are the expensive wants, and these are to show your wealth and power. Basically, luxury wants are for show off. Okay, these are meant to show your wealth and power, like modern houses, expensive jewelry, ornaments. Okay, luxury cars. If a person is having luxury cars, he's actually not liking to drive it, but he wants to show his wealth and power to others. So, want for comfort and want for luxury are secondary wants which come after the primary wants are satisfied. Now, this is a simple diagram of classification of wants. You can see there are three wants. I told you necessities, meaning primary, and these two are secondary wants. Okay, necessaries, comforts, luxury. Necessary is food, water, shelter, clothing, basic needs. Comfort is something that is giving you comfort and happiness, and luxury is something you want to show your wealth and power to other people. Consumption. We move on to this topic, consumption. When in a layman language I say that you are consuming a chocolate, okay, so what are you doing? You are having that chocolate, and with that you are satisfying your want. You are satisfying your want for sweetness. So, what is meant by consumption? The consumption is the act of using goods and services to satisfy human wants. Okay, is called consumption. The act of using goods and services to satisfy human wants is called consumption. So, when we are drinking water, we are satisfying our want for thirst. Okay, so when we are drinking water, we are satisfying our want for thirst. When we are eating food, we are again doing consumption of food. Why? To satisfy the human want of hunger, right? So what is meant by consumption? The act of using goods and services to satisfy any kind of human want. Sustainable consumption. The meaning of sustainable implies future. When we say the word sustainable environment, we say that resources should be used today in such a manner that tomorrow there are some resources left for the future generations. Sustainable environment means not, taking the right of future people to some natural resources. So when we talk about sustainable consumption, it is the same thing. It is the consumption of goods and services which meets the need of people. Okay, in consumption basically is regarding meeting the need of people and improving quality of life without having adverse impact over environment and the needs of future generation. So the consumption should be done in such a manner that the needs are satisfied and there should not be any adverse impact over environment and needs of future generations. Okay, the environment should not be affected, and even consumption should be done in such a manner that you leave something for the generations to come. That's all for today.